We're now going to learn how to define a function with multiple parameters. So we just saw one with a single parameter. Now we're going to do one with multiple parameters. Specifically, we're going to do the square root again and allow the user to choose these three inputs, the number to take the square root of, the initial guess, and the max error. So I'm going to just scroll back up over here, and I'm going to copy and paste our square root 520 function, and I'll just name this square root. So this will be like a generic square root for any number. So we're going to allow the user to pass in the number we're going to take the square root of, the initial guess, and the max error. So the user will supply these three. That means we don't have to supply these ourselves. We can just get rid of them like this. And the function will work the same as long as the user supplies us these three parameters, or the arguments for these three parameters. So we don't have to set them ourselves. It allows the user to set it. So this makes our function a lot more useful. So they can, select the number, the guess, and the max error that they're willing to have. All right, let's go ahead and execute this. Now our generic square root function will work a lot better. So if we don't supply all three, then we'll be in trouble. Let's try to find the square root of, say, 18,999. If we don't put all of them, we're going to say we're missing two required positional arguments, guess and max error. So the way this works is that the first argument will get assigned to num. The second one will get assigned to guess. We can even make a very bad guess here again of, just make it a little bit better, so 10. So 10 squared is 100. That's very far away from 1899. And then the max error, we'll make it just 0.1. We won't be so strict here. Let's go ahead and run this, and we'll get the output printed. So this is approximately the square root. So max error became 0.1, guess was 10, and num was 18,999. So this is how you define a function with multiple parameters. You just separate the parameter names by a comma, and then when you call it, you just separate the arguments by a comma. Okay, let's go ahead and run a few more over here. Let's just choose an initial guess of 100, and we'll get a very slightly different number because our errors are up to 0.1. So we're not really guaranteed to get anything more exact than just one decimal place off. We can do another one. We could say, all right, let's just do the 79. We'll have a good initial guess, and then we'll make the error very small. So this should be very close to the actual square root, because we said we're only allowing an error of this. So this is a very small number. So that's how you can use this square root function now in order to calculate the square root of a number. All right, so that is, again, defining a function with multiple parameters.